Welcome everybody to asynchronous number 3. We're going to be talking about the directions that are found here. So we're going to be going to a PhET activity called moving man simulation. So after the moving man is open, you're going to leave the position graph and velocity graph open, but close the acceleration graph. So a second, I'm going to walk through what I mean by that. You're going to be moving a moving man by moving around your mouse. Again, it's going to be very tricky because it depends whether you're using a mouse or you're using like a pad to draw your graphs. But let's take a look. So I'm going to go ahead and click here to the simulation. It will take some time to load. And while that's loading, let's go ahead and take a look at what we have. So it says after we've opened up, right, and we're going to remove the acceleration graph because we're not interested in that. We're going to be making predictions and what happens. So for example, for 2A, it says a man moving from the center of the screen to the house 8 meters away at a slow, steady pace. You're going to make a prediction about what his position graph does and what the velocity graph does. Then you're going to verbally type out what happened, and then you got to submit a screenshot of that, to show what happened when you got the activity done. So let's go ahead and see if it's loaded. Still starting up a bit. I think I had to stay on the page for it to fully load. Now where you want to go to is specifically on charts. And once you hit charts, in order to get your graphs, what you got to do first is go ahead and take out the acceleration according to the directions. And right before you start moving, you want to hit the play button. That's how you get your actual graphs. So first, make your predictions on what you think the position graph and the velocity graph is going to look like when the moving man moves slowly from 0 to the 8-meter mark where the house is at right here. First, make your predictions. You're going to write it down, and we're going to see what happens. But you want to do it on your own. So I'm going to go ahead and hit play, and I'm going to try to slowly move the moving man over to the house, which is at 8 meters away. And again, it's a little bit tricky. I'm trying to be slow. He's just walking and taking his time. Just gonna speed it up there. And he's at about 8. It's about 7.9, but he's about there. And I just feel like if I move this a little bit more, I'm going to pass the house. And basically, you want to stop the timer once I stopped moving. So it stopped moving somewhere around here. So you could even do the playback, I believe. So yeah, that's the playback of the motion that I did. And as you can see, the velocity very much shifting because my hand wasn't steady. So I was kind of like moving and slowing and moving and slowing. So that's why it looks very jumpy there. And so forth. All right, then after that, you're going to go ahead and jot down your findings, describe what happened, and then for me, my screenshot would have been this. I would screenshot both the position and the velocity graph, and I'm going to insert that right here for the first example. So again, there's going to be different scenarios where it says he goes from 0 to his house at a faster pace. So now that's faster, you're going to try to move him quickly. You're going to try to make a prediction on what you think the position graph and the velocity graph looks like, and then you're going to describe what happens, insert a screenshot. Again, this is important investigation that's going to lead us into the unit. All right, everyone, hope that was helpful.